Why? You're fucking anti-Semitic as fuck.
How am I anti-Semitic?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I see you just spread brain rot bullshit.
What brain rot bullshit? What are you talking about? You don't know?
I don't know.
You can criticize a country. It doesn't mean you hate people.
Yeah?
You're the one, rage bait. You're the one flipping somebody off on the street. You don't know what you're talking
I
about.
talk shit all the time.
Like what?
All the time.
You have no idea what you're the one throwing up your middle fingers. I'm not talking shit.
Of course you do.
I criticize Israel, and that's
brain rot bullshit you spread.
You said that twice, and you don't like what? What's brain rot?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know?
Welcome to a familiar spectacle of our time, where criticism is treated like a sin and questions are framed as threats. In this video, it's not just Sneako on trial. It's an old pattern playing on repeat. The moment Israel is mentioned, alarms go off, emotions spike, labels are thrown like smoke grenades. Notice something? They don't show up with data. They show up with one magic word: anti-Semitic. Because for some, silencing the speaker is easier than answering the argument. So no, this isn't a normal debate. It's a clash between fragile narratives and the one thing they fear most: a simple question. Let's break it down, slowly.
Why?
Why? You're fucking anti-Semitic as fuck.
How am I anti-Semitic?
You are.
I'm part Jewish myself. I don't hate Jews.
Yeah, sure.
What are you talking about? I am part Jewish.
Yeah. Hey, part Jewish?
Yes.
Yeah?
And also, I don't hate Jews. What are you talking about?
You just spread brain rot bullshit.
Well, brain rot bullshit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know you say shit. Come on.
What? Like what? Tell me.
Yeah. What?
No, you can't say something like that and not know what I'm talking about. I love everybody. My community is called love speech. I don't spread hate.
Yeah, you and the other guy, Plexi guy,
Who?
I don't know, Plexi Felix, what's his name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That one Indian guy, what's his name?
I don't know what you're talking about. Criticizing Israel has nothing to do with hating Jews.
What?
You can criticize a country. It doesn't mean you hate people.
Yeah?
I don't hate anybody. You're the one, rage baiting. You're the one flipping somebody off on the street. You don't know what you're talking
I
about.
talk shit all the time.
Like what?
All the time.
You have no idea what you're the one throwing up your middle fingers. I'm not talking shit.
Of course you do.
I criticize Israel, and that's
brain rot bullshit you spread.
You said that twice, and you don't like what? What's brain rot?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I see you all the time.
If you don't know what you're talking about, then don't know what you're talking about.
You guys are bullshit. No one needs to know the exact quotes you said.
It's not exact quotes. What's a belief I said?
You know what you believe in, obviously.
What do I believe in?
What do you believe
What do you think I believe in? I told you 3 times that I criticize Israel. I don't think we should be giving money to a foreign country.
All right, let's breathe for a second. An ethical analysis of dealing with provocation. Because right from the start, the temperature is turned up, not with facts, but with a label: anti-Semitic. The classic move when arguments start running on fumes. Not a rebuttal, a stamp. Not a discussion, a moral shutdown wrapped in righteousness. What's interesting is Sneako's response. He doesn't explode, he doesn't perform outrage, he stays calm and clarifies something very basic. Criticizing a state is not the same as hating a race or a religion. But here's the thing. In an era of hypersensitivity, the line between criticism and hatred is often intentionally blurred, not by accident, but to stop people from thinking too far. And honestly, this composure feels old school, almost like a forgotten etiquette where truth doesn't need shouting, just steadiness. Because people confident in substance don't need labels as shields. So sometimes, the one who looks like they're winning isn't the loudest in the room, but the calmest while being attacked for no clear reason. Relaxed, yet it lands. Clarifying intentions in arguments. Sneako makes it clear he's not spreading hate, and more importantly, he refuses to step into the little hate box they prepared for him. It's an old script. When you can't refute the argument, you attack the identity.
Bullshit you spread.
This should sound familiar, especially to Muslims speaking about Palestine. Before the facts are even finished, the labels are already flying. The goal is simple: keep you busy defending yourself so you never get to defend the truth. Sneako keeps a clean line. Political criticism is not personal hatred, and that's where he wins quietly, because he doesn't turn into the monster they were hoping for. As Rumi once said, "Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder."
You give money to everybody.
Yeah, we give most money to Israel.
No, you give it to China, Iran.
We don't money to China.
Yeah,
Our tax.
we just got $2
We
million
didn't get a lot of money to
Qatar.
China. Fuck everything.
Okay,
We got
$2 million
do they have a lobby? What's the Chinese lobby in America?
Every time Qatar doesn't pay almost
Qatar and lobby.
Qatar is not committing a genocide in Palestine.
They just
Bro,
spent $2 trillion
what-
for U.S. influence.
What genocide is Qatar
Look at the
committing?
Iranians
$2
and
trillion.
look at the
What
Muslims do
genocide?
themselves, bro, in fucking Sudan.
In Iran? Yeah, I don't want to go to Iran. I don't want to go to these foreign wars.
Fucking retarded.
I don't want to spread hate. I don't want more wars and keep funding this.
They're funding it. Qatar. They spent $2 trillion.
Qatar's funding it. They want to get the U.S. to get involved in
Qatar
Iran.
lobbies more money though.
The Qatar, you saying Qatar has more influence in Israel?
$2 trillion. They just
Qatar
spent
donates
there.
Okay.
more money, everything, all that stuff.
You're saying that our politicians are controlled by
Yeah,
Qatar.
Charlie Kirk, all those guys.
Charlie Kirk's are paid by Qatar?
Of course he is.
Okay, he's paying Turning Point USA. Did you see what they just had at Mar-a-Lago this morning, the Jerusalem dinner?
So what?
They had that whole Eyes Wide Shut party with the flags everywhere. How you doing?
No.
Netanyahu's visiting 5 times at Mar-a-Lago. Is it,
So
is
what?
it
Yeah,
the,
he's
the leader of Qatar? Huh?
What's your page called? Or your
Sneako.
Sneako? Okay.
He's the number one support.
Senior,
They're the
man.
number one country supporting the United States right now.
That's just not true at all.
What country
Okay,
for?
have they visited 5 times here? Do they control?
They're supportive.
Do 98% of their politicians get elected?
Israel helps support the United States when they go out and fight.
What do we
wars.
get from
They make
Israel?
The United States
What do we get from
Israel
Israel?
fights our battles.
They did not deploy one troop in Iraq. They did not deploy one IDF troop in Iraq.
Israel invented
They knocked out the
antibiotics.
nuclear site.
Antibiotic? What?
Antibiotic.
Yeah, and the vaccine, the COVID vaccine
Yeah,
too.
but Israel invented antibiotics. You know which lives were saved by Israel? Over
What,
30
antibiotics?
Over 31
We don't need to
million lives.
we don't need to fight your wars because of antibiotics. We could buy your antibiotics without fighting your wars. Iraq wasn't fighting your wars.
Successful people in the fucking country, bro.
Okay.
They Jews are the most successful.
Okay, well, so you just said Qatar is the most control, and now you're saying Jews have the most control in the country.
They just invested $2 trillion.
So is it Jews or
contribute a lot to
Qataris?
society, bro. Jews contribute a lot to society. Jews don't deserve to get hunted down and all the.
When did I say that?
No, the point
They
is.
are. And the hate that is being spread by
Who's
Israel.
hunting you
but
down?
said free Palestine to river to sea all the time, and you know where you stand, bro. So you,
Hold on, you know how many
want
times-
Israel to be
you know how many
destroyed. That's
times
fine, bro.
the-
Destroyed? What do you-
Let me ask this.
I'm not the type, but listen, I seen you when I was a younger doing the red pill shit. It's fine, bro. It's cool. I didn't flip you off for myself. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
At least you
though,
have some respect.
yeah. At the end of the day, though, it's like, bro, it's like I don't.
You can't complain about being hunted down, being hated, and then flip somebody off on the street and not know what you're talking about.
Tactical analysis. Here we see a very clear distraction technique. Sneako asks about lobbying and American tax money flowing to Israel. And the response? What about Qatar? What about China? In debate language, this is called whataboutism, avoiding a hard question by throwing a different problem into the room. There's a principle here that goes beyond politics. Islamic perspective and integrity. In Islam, honesty in argument reflects faith. The Quran warns us not to mix truth with falsehood just to win a debate. Sneako wins this moment because he stays focused on the core issue. Where is the American public's tax money actually going? He doesn't chase distractions or allow the truth to be blurred by irrelevant side topics. Moral message. Here's the takeaway. When someone can't answer a direct question and instead looks for scapegoats, it usually means the argument itself is standing on thin air. Strong ideas don't need detours. Now let's move into the history, where emotions rise and clarity becomes even more uncomfortable.
And then immediately, oh, like you guys spreading hate, you're the one flipping people off. Back it up, you don't even know, you said I spread brain rot, you brought up nothing. You don't even know what I said.
You know your whole channel is brain rot.
The whole thing with the
Okay.
Palestine thing, Israel offered to say multiple times. I'm sure you could probably disagree. I'm sure you have your own things, but they offer to say it multiple times. The whole
They
thing.
just had the ceasefire. They continue to shoot Palestinians right now.
No, they don't,
There's
bro.
videos that are just showing up. They're shooting over the border.
They need a new
Hamas,
government anyways. Destroys
October
this-
7th, you're really going
Not even October 7th. Everything.
Everything what?
And every
But
time
they
try to
target the
defend
civilians.
themselves,
Okay,
Pakistan
once,
fighting
listen,
them,
let me
all
say
those
something.
countries,
Right? If someone does something to you, right? You don't think it's a fair punishment? Let's say numbers.
This didn't start on October 7th. It started in 1948.
1948, and guess
Yeah.
what? Israel won fair and square. It was from the British mandate, right?
Okay, yeah.
They gave it to Israel.
So,
Obviously.
so then,
You know
why
from
continue
history,
to
right?
bomb? So then why continue to
bomb?
yeah, why
Because
continue to
why
kill
they come
people?
across the border with a bunch of guns?
Because you've been
kidnapping
bombing them.
people?
You said you won the
Bro,
war.
the
They've been
whole-
killing.
The war would have been finished way easier.
But they continue to keep killing nonstop since then. So
Bro,
what do you
it's not-
expect?
It's not really that true.
It's an
bro.
open air prison.
It's not
They're
that true.
destroying the
Israel
food
is a very
supply.
efficient army.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, they look how much
Obviously.
the Houthis, the
Obviously, everyone's destabilized except for Iran right now.
If Israel put their guns down, would they be killed?
Yes, they would. And you come on,
If Israel put their guns down, would they be killed?
Yes.
They were living peacefully before 1948. Jews were living peacefully.
Jews can't stand there and just be
They
like,
left Gaza in 2005.
They were living peacefully before 1948.
What did they invest in? All the money that Qatar, let's say $2 trillion,
The
right?
Six-Day War,
What did they help
all the
support
countries
Gaza
went
to be an
against Egypt,
actual great country?
Israel
They
won.
had
That
the best civilian ship ever.
That should have been the whole point.
They
After the
left
war,
in 2005 and
after
everything.
you finish a war,
They live on the beach.
And then you kept bombing them.
they kept bombing them. They kept getting
You can't
shot.
act like a victim when you continue to kill.
one's victimized anybody.
And if you're the most effective military, how are you going to call it a war towards a rogue military group?
It's smaller than New Jersey, the entire state of Israel.
So what is Hamas? These people with AK-47s that grew up in a prison, that grew up in a genocide, resistance fighters, you're going to say?
Analyzing historical claims. Now we enter the most critical part of this debate: history. Sneako's opponents claim that Israel won the 1948 war fair and square, a very confident phrase, simple, clean, and convenient. Sneako counters by calling Gaza what it effectively is, an open-air prison, and he asks a question that quietly dismantles the narrative. How can a side with overwhelming military power, controlling borders, food supplies, and even the sky above another people still claim to be the victim? An Islamic justice perspective. From an Islamic perspective, military victory does not automatically equal moral truth. Justice is not defined by who holds the strongest weapons, but by who stands on legitimate rights. In Islam, there is no peace without justice. When one side controls the borders, resources, and basic life of another, the claim of leaving for peace becomes rhetoric, not reality. A profound message. As classical scholars warned long ago, power may survive with disbelief, but it never survives with oppression. And this is where Sneako exposes the double standard. You cannot be the oppressor and demand sympathy as the victim at the same time. History doesn't collapse under shouting, it collapses under simple questions. Now let's see how this debate ends, in a way they clearly didn't expect.
I heard you say like Israel did 9/11, but the whole I want to know your point of view on like who was shooting the troops in Afghanistan, like Israel, like who was shooting? Like I don't understand like the whole point. Like why they take all the credit? Why all that? Like why would
why who takes credit? The Taliban won that war first off.
Obviously, probably
the Taliban won.
Joe Biden was a fucking idiot.
Okay.
Whatever. The point is though, is like why do you say Israel did 9/11?
Because the U.S. fights for your wars. Because the U.S. fights.
That's not true.
Israel. That's not true.
Israel fights the United States wars.
What war? What have you fought? What war have you fought for us?
Everything they
Name
do
one.
is the United States.
What war has Israel fought for the U.S.?
Everything that Israel has done has been funded by the United States.
So now you're changing your opinion. You just said Israel fights some wars. You can't say any.
And they control the
You haven't fought any war for us.
It's the only
You fought no war for
place in the Middle East.
You deployed not one troop in Iraq.
You say Palestine. Why don't you speak about Iran right now?
What?
Why don't you speak about Iran?
Yeah, I don't want to get involved in this war. I'm tired of fighting your wars. I don't want the U.S. to keep getting involved.
But you know what speaks about that? They kill their own people.
No one's fighting.
There's killing everybody that said that it was 20,000, it was 2,000. We should not get involved.
Come on, bro.
I don't want to get involved in more foreign conflicts.
If you're going to care about somebody, care about your own people.
I am. I care about America. No, I don't. I care about America. We are not going to get in Iran to fight another war for you.
And Israel is willing to help Iran.
So after bombing so many Palestinians for years, now you care about the people of Iran? They say death to America. That's why. Why do you think that there's so many people in the Middle East say death to America? If that's even true, these videos. Because we're fighting wars for Israel in the Middle East. We killed 1 million Iraqis. Killed all these people.
Priority analysis. This part gets personal. Sneako's opponents try to push a familiar narrative that Israel's enemies must automatically become America's enemies. Sneako shuts that down with a very simple line: I care about America. No slogans, no theatrics, just a refusal to accept that loyalty to one's own country should be overridden by the interests of a foreign state. This is the core issue here: intellectual sovereignty. Intellectual bombshell. Then comes the quiet checkmate. Sneako brings up one name: Jeffrey Epstein. Watch the shift. Body language tightens, eye contact breaks. Suddenly, the conversation needs to end. And that reaction says more than any speech. For people who claim to understand geopolitics, having no answer to one of the largest intelligence scandals of the modern era exposes something deeper: intellectual dishonesty. An Islamic perspective and conclusion. In the Islamic tradition, we are warned not to follow claims without knowledge, especially when they involve conspiracies that harm humanity. Sneako wins the end of this debate not because he claims to know everything, but because he's willing to expose hypocrisy. Truth doesn't need shouting. It only needs the courage to be questioned.
Looking for weapons of mass
Why
destruction.
the UAE today say Israel's one of their favorite nations? Why?
Because
the
Arab leaders work in Israel. The Arab leaders work in Israel.
Bro, it's bullshit. No. When you have high class, you understand the people who invented the MRI, the i7, i9 chips, all the NVIDIA has the second biggest plant over there in Israel. Why? Israelis are stupid. They don't do nothing for society.
Who said they were stupid? Obviously you're smart.
Obviously,
if you could control our country, you're pretty smart. I never said you're stupid.
But how can Jews control a country? It's like it's.
Oh wow! What
more of a
about
victim
Jeffrey Epstein? Wasn't the best honeypot? That wasn't the best honeypot operation of all time.
Fucking American, bro.
Jeffrey Epstein. Who was he working for? He was a liberal.
You would have been invited by. You would have went to Jeffrey Epstein's island. You got invited.
Absolutely not. It's disgusting. I would have. I would have went to Epstein's island.
All these fucking celebrities.
Absolutely not.
You're gonna tell me something. Hold on.
Who did Epstein work for? I'm not going to Epstein's island. First off, this is a stupid conversation. Second off, who is he working for? You're asking how they control. Just because you would, you don't need to come and project, bro. If you like discussing things, you like discussing things.
So you like?
Yeah, sure. Who did Epstein work for?
Who did Epstein work for?
Yeah. What intelligence agency? Who did you work for? Qatar?
You?
He's avoiding the question.
Did you get paid by
Avoiding the question.
You and Charlie Kirk?
Obviously, I didn't get paid, but
listen, I bet you all the files are redacted, bro. They're fucking like.
Yeah, why do they redact the files? Who does it implicate?
Why? Because the CIA redacts all the files. The United States, you're not gonna know shit about.
You're not answering the question.
United States
who did Epstein work for? Who did Epstein? It's a simple question. I've been answering your questions all. Who do you work for? Qatar?
I think he worked for himself. I think he just got rich.
For himself? He got rich by himself? He became a billionaire doing nothing? He wasn't funded by Les Wexner, one of the richest Zionists in America?
Bro, it doesn't matter.
Ghislaine Maxwell, his girlfriend.
A Zionist, just someone who believes Israel has a right to exist. It's nothing to do with the whole mentality. You can be
You're not answering the question. Who did he work for? He was just self-funded. He got all the best politicians.
Bro, I don't really fucking, honestly.
You don't care?
No.
Okay,
really know exactly
if you don't care, you don't know.
I know.
And you're saying it's brain rot? Figure out what you're talking about.
Where do you get the money from?
Maybe research this a little bit.
That was our breakdown of the Sneako debate. A small snapshot of how labels are used to silence and how emotion becomes a shield when logic starts applying pressure. This isn't about deciding who is perfect. It's about recognizing a costly lesson. Calmness can be sharper than shouting, and integrity is the strongest armor when intimidation arrives without evidence. Because in debates, the one who panics is usually not the one who's right, but the one afraid their narrative is starting to crack. Islam has long taught us how to face disagreement with dignity. And the servants of the Most Merciful are those who walk upon the earth humbly, and when the ignorant address them, they respond with words of peace. It's not anger that wins. It's not volume that earns honor. Real strength belongs to those who remain calm when attacked. So, from everything we've discussed, which moment challenged your perspective the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss with adab, because truth doesn't need insults to stand. Until the next educational video.